The United States is a vast country with many large population centers, but as communication and transportation technologies have advanced, a new concept has been created to explain areas that are joined by cultural, economic, and transportation networks, the megaregion. Here are the United States' top 4 megaregions, how they work, and what makes each of them so unique. Hello and welcome to Geography by Geoff. Today is going to be a different kind of episode from usual. Instead of talking about predefined borders and states, we are going to cover the much more fluid concept of the megaregion. Because while state and country borders still matter a whole lot, technology and economy have made them much less important than maybe 20 or 30 years ago. Today, we're going to explore the top 4 megaregions in the United States. But eventually, we will make our way down the list and even start including other countries' megaregions as well. It should be a pretty fun series of videos. Also, really quick, you clicked on this topic because you're interested in megaregions, which means you should go check out this podcast that I recorded on what if New York City was its own country. You can listen to it right after this video by clicking this link, or find it in the description below. At its most basic, a megaregion is a large network of interconnected cities and metropolitan areas that share a common economic, social, and infrastructural characteristics. And these clusters of cities don't have to be confined to specific political boundaries, but rather can span across multiple states, often reaching into neighboring countries like Canada and Mexico. Altogether, they play a crucial role in the national and global economy, encompassing significant portions of the population and the overwhelming amount of GDP for the country. But the concept of the megaregion transcends mere geographic proximity. Rather, these areas exhibit integrated labor markets, transportation systems, and often cultural affinities. Transportation infrastructure is particularly vital in defining megaregions, with major highways, railways, and airports creating corridors that facilitate movement and commerce. Emerging and well-established megaregions often guide regional planning and development strategies. Policymakers may focus on enhancing transportation connectivity, fostering economic collaboration between cities, and addressing shared environmental challenges within the megaregion scope. Collaboration across jurisdictions can be essential to leverage the opportunities presented by these interconnected urban landscapes. That said, megaregions also present challenges, particularly when it comes to governing such vast and diverse areas. Issues of inequality, housing affordability, environmental sustainability, and transportation congestion often require unique and cooperative solutions, but ones that often must pass through multiple city and state legislatures. Needless to say, megaregions are incredibly complicated, but that's also what makes them so fun to explore. So let's start with the largest megaregion in the United States. The Northeast Corridor megaregion spans the Mid-Atlantic and Northeastern United States, linking the major cities of Boston, New York City, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C. This corridor extends over approximately 500 miles, touching several states and forming the country's most populous and economically productive region. Geographically, the megaregion is defined by its dense urban areas connected by a series of transportation networks, including the heavily trafficked I-95 highway and the Acela Northeast Corridor high-speed rail. Additionally, hundreds of flights every day connect the major cities of the Northeast Corridor, with approximately 90 flights a day between New York City and Washington, D.C. alone. These transportation links have helped knit together cities and suburbs into a cohesive economic and social fabric. Speaking of the cities, this region is home to some of the most diverse cities in the country, each offering unique contributions to the overall character of the United States. Boston is well known for its educational institutions such as Harvard and MIT, New York for its Wall Street stock exchanges, incredible museums and art galleries, and for being the United States' largest city, Philadelphia for its historical contributions to the founding of the US with Liberty Hall, Baltimore for its harbor and the world-famous National Aquarium, and Washington, D.C., the country's political center and capital of the United States. And with an estimated population of over 50 million people, about 1 out of every 6 Americans call this region home. This concentration of people contributes to an estimated GDP of around $3.7 trillion per year, making it one of the most significant economic entities globally. Ports like those in New York and Baltimore play a crucial role in facilitating trade, handling vast quantities of imports and exports. If the Northeast Corridor megaregion were its own country, it would be the 5th largest economy in the world, larger than India and its 1.4 billion people. The Great Lakes megaregion is a significant and diverse part of the United States that encompasses parts of the Midwest, as well as the southern portion of Ontario, Canada. This megaregion, true to its name, surrounds the Great Lakes, one of the world's largest freshwater systems, holding approximately 21% of all surface freshwater in the world, and includes a blend of urban centers, industrial zones, and agricultural lands. Several major cities define the Great Lakes megaregion, but it's really Chicago that anchors the region as a whole, with it serving as a significant hub for trade. The Chicago Board of Trade Commodities Exchange has been based in the city for well over 100 years and largely determines the price of goods around the world. Other cities include Detroit, which is synonymous with the General Motors, Ford, and Chrysler automobile companies, with cities like Cleveland, Milwaukee, and Buffalo providing a rich manufacturing history as well. The region's major Canadian city, Toronto, rounds out the region as home to Canada's largest stock exchange, but also by being one of the most multicultural cities in the world. As of 2021, over half of Toronto's residents were born outside of Canada. Geographically, the region is almost entirely characterized by its proximity to the Great Lakes, which heavily influences its climate, economy, and culture. The lakes themselves serve as vital transportation routes for goods and create a unique microclimate that benefits agriculture in the surrounding areas. And it's this amount of water and agriculturally productive lands that has enabled the region to be home to so many people. All told, the estimated population of the Great Lakes megaregion exceeds 30 million people, and with that, its GDP is substantial, estimated to be around $2.3 trillion per year. While historically the region has been a hub for industrial and manufacturing activity, with a strong presence in the automotive, steel, and shipping sectors, globalization has seen former manufacturing towns get hollowed out in recent decades in favor of cheaper labor overseas. Despite this, trade continues to play an essential role in the Great Lakes economy, with Canada being a significant trading partner due to geographic proximity and strong economic ties. The region also engages in substantial trade with Mexico, China, and European countries. Amazingly, due to a series of canals, it's entirely possible for freight to be shipped from Chicago to other countries via the St. Lawrence River, though this is fairly rare with most trade occurring within the lakes themselves. Finally, the Great Lakes region serves as a hub for rail transportation in the country, specifically Chicago. For the last 150 years, the city has maintained its crown as the busiest rail hub in the country, with all 6 major freight rail companies operating through the city. Additionally, Chicago is the largest hub for Amtrak, with 11 different routes connecting through it. Before we get to our next 2 megaregions, if you're enjoying this video, you should definitely subscribe to my channel. Future episodes as part of this series, as well as many more geography videos, are just a single click away. The Southern California megaregion is an expansive area in the literal southwestern corner of the United States, though not to be confused with the cultural region of the Southwest. Marked by a complex blend of geography, economy, and culture, this megaregion spans the coastal area from Ventura County through Los Angeles County and Orange County to San Diego County, and then also extending inland to Riverside County and San Bernardino County. All told, several major cities fall within the Southern California megaregion, each contributing unique characteristics and economic strengths. Los Angeles, as the anchor city, is well known for its strong ties to Hollywood and the film and television industry. San Diego excels in biotechnology, but is also nearby Camp Pendleton, the US Marine Corps' largest base. Other prominent cities include Anaheim, home to Disneyland, and Long Beach, which is home to one of the world's largest ports. And with an estimated population exceeding 22 million people, the Southern California megaregion is one of the most densely populated areas in the country. And because of this, its GDP is substantial, estimated to be around $1.6 trillion per year. This would make it about as large as the economy of its nearest neighbor, Mexico. But perhaps more so than any other megaregion, international trade plays a crucial role in Southern California's economy, with the Port of Los Angeles and the Port of Long Beach being among the busiest in the nation and leading in terms of foreign imports. These ports serve as critical gateways for international trade, particularly with Asian markets, including China, Japan, and South Korea. Trading partners across the Pacific Ocean highlight the region's strategic importance in global commerce, illustrated by the intense congestion at Southern California's ports during the COVID-19 pandemic that caused restocking issues around the country. Of course, to move all of these people and goods around, a complex transportation network connects everything together, primarily through an extensive freeway system. Southern California's highway network is probably most notorious for its snarling traffic, but after spending billions of dollars adding additional lanes on multiple freeways, traffic has only gotten worse over the last couple decades. The Texas Triangle megaregion is an area of interconnected cities and economic activity within the eastern half of Texas, encompassing 4 major urban centers: Houston, Dallas-Fort Worth, San Antonio, and Austin. This triangular configuration is linked by several major highways, including I-45, I-35, and I-10, forming Texas's most important region. Geographically, the Texas Triangle covers a diverse landscape that ranges from the coastal plains near Houston to the rolling hills around Austin and San Antonio and the urban sprawl of Dallas. This variety in geography influences everything from the climate to the economic activities found within the region. The major cities within the Texas Triangle each bring distinct characteristics and strengths. Houston, with its access to the Gulf of Mexico, is a hub for the energy and aerospace industries and has one of the largest single ports in the nation. Dallas is well known as the state's economic center, but also for being home to the JFK assassination. San Antonio is perhaps best known for its beautiful Riverwalk area and the famous Alamo that's instrumental in Texas history. And finally, Austin for being the state's capital, but also as the home to the world-famous South by Southwest Festival. With an estimated population of over 20 million people, the Texas Triangle is home to the majority of Texas's population. And its GDP is equally impressive, estimated at around $1.3 trillion, driven by diverse sectors such as the energy and oil industry, technology, healthcare, finance, and manufacturing. Finally, the Texas Triangle's position as a powerhouse in the US economy is likely to continue. In fact, unlike the other mega regions in this video, the Texas Triangle has been growing at a rapid pace in recent years. Because of this, it's likely that the area will overtake Southern California as the third largest mega region in the country in the next couple decades. Mega regions are a fascinating concept to study because they link areas together through much more natural connections such as culture and economy. This would be different from traditional borders that are oftentimes pretty arbitrary. Next time, we'll cover the next 4 mega regions in the United States, so stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed learning more about the United States mega regions. If you did, subscribe to my channel. And if you want to watch more of my videos, you can do so here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.